Hello, I am Komilla Sutton, and today I'm going to talk about Venus retrograde. So Venus retrogrades for 40 days once every 2 years. And Venus retrograde, being a benefic planet, generally the retrograde is a positive experience. But we have to understand the quality of the retrograde so that we can make some balancing actions towards it. So generally when a planet retrogrades, is doing something different from its normal behavior. So in Sanskrit, the retrograde is called Vakri. Vakri means twisted, awkward, unsettled, doing things in an alternative, different way. So on the plus side, it is very powerful, so it can make you think outside the box. It can make you do things that are very different. But it can also take your life in a different direction. You can unsettle yourself. So generally, when a planet is retrograde, any planet, one has to be very conscious to keep your feet on the ground, to be very stable and internalize, think what is happening, but not make major decisions around the retrograde. Now, you can experience retrograde in two ways. One is that you have Venus retrograde in your own chart. The second is you will experience Venus retrograde by transit. So all of us experience Venus retrograde by transit, but a few of us will have Venus retrograde in our own chart. So when it is retrograde in your own chart, it's very powerful, it's very strong, but we have to be careful that we are not pulling ourselves back too much. We are having a different idea about relationships, how we deal with them. But when it retrogrades, that means that all of us are going to experience the retrograde, and how we react really depends on how we stabilize ourselves, we balance ourselves, and how we work with it. Venus represents beauty, finance, women, all good things in life. So when it's retrograde, it's closest to Earth. If you look up in the sky, when Venus is retrograde, it's really huge in the sky. So we can understand, we can feel it very strongly, yet our signals are not clear. You can think maybe there's some miscommunication happening there. So the best way to deal with it is to listen to what is being said and then wait after. It's only 2 days long, the retrograde, is to wait after it has gone direct, and then decide on what you want to do, where you want to go. So that is the main aspect of Venus. And in your own chart, if you have Venus retrograde, again, it depends what house it is, what it rules, and but it is generally a more internalized energy. It's a different way that you look at life, and that way is not necessarily wrong, it's just different. So you have to understand the quality of it. So as I told you last time, that I'm going to be posting a number of videos now to start off this, finally the Mahurata has been correct. So I'm going to post a number of videos about in one after the other. Then it'll slow down a bit so that you get comfortable with me. And if you like it, please do like the post. Also, more information about everything is on my website, www.komilla.com. And I hope you look at it and see all the things. All the best, and thank you for listening to me.